those of you who are members or have been members of Club Exhilaration, or maybe you've come to me for coaching or counseling or for a business consultation, for some aspect of your life that you need help with, I am very grateful for you. I enjoy seeing you live a happy life and a healthy life, and also a life that's prosperous. Anyway, moving forward, I want to talk a little bit about gratitude. Specifically, waiting to be grateful, waiting to be happy, waiting to love yourself, waiting to love your body, waiting to love your life. Happiness is something that you have to choose for today. You know, I know it's a cliche to say, no one's promised tomorrow. How many times have you heard that? I don't know about you, but I've heard it hundreds of times throughout my life. And I've been here for quite a few years. Happiness is something that too many people put on hold because things aren't perfect, because things aren't going well. Maybe you're having marital problems or relationship problems. Maybe you have a sick family member. Maybe you're having issues with parenting. Maybe you hate your job or things just aren't going well at work. Maybe you're having financial issues. Maybe you're having some health problems, mental or physical. Maybe you've gotten into it with some friends, you've been mistreated, disrespected, or whatever. Maybe things just aren't right in your life. And so you're waiting until things are right to be happy. That is the exact opposite of what I want you to learn to do. I want you to learn to be happy in the present moment, no matter the circumstances. Because guess what? Life is always going to happen. Life is always going to happen to you, to me, to all of us. And we have to embrace the things that come our way that aren't necessarily desirable, just as we embrace the things that we desire. If it weren't for the challenges that we've faced and overcome in life, would we really be who we are? Growth comes with challenges once you overcome them, typically. So I want you to just get in the habit of course, acknowledging what's not going well, but focusing on what's going well, what's going right, what's working for you, and choosing that you're going to let those things be at the forefront of your thoughts rather than ruminating over the things that aren't going so well for you. I made a post today about enjoying the small things, enjoying the little things, because one day you might look back and realize that those small things were actually big things. And wouldn't that be devastating? That the small things you failed to embrace, you failed to enjoy, you failed to be grateful for, were big things. They were huge and you missed the bus. I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss the bus on important moments or big moments in my life. I am choosing to enjoy every single moment of my life. How many of you have spent too many days, years, thinking about things that make you unhappy, or worrying about things that you can't change, or people that you can't change? I talk about expectations and change quite often because those are two things that can enhance your life and ruin your life. Of course, there are other things, but we tend to have expectations of other people that they simply can't fulfill. And some of them simply won't, even if they could. So, you know, that makes us unhappy. If you're suffering because you're expecting someone else to be different, you're expecting someone else to show up in your life the way you need them to, and habitually they don't, it is time that you choose something different. And so I want you to journal about maybe some small moments in your life in the past that today, as you reflect upon those small moments, you realize they were actually pretty significant. And you wished you had allowed yourself the opportunity to celebrate those moments. I'll give you an example. Very often when I'm working with people on, let's say, a weight loss journey, they say things like, man, I remember when I looked like this and I thought I was fat. And I used to hide my body. I was ashamed of it. And I wished I looked like that now. That's just one example. That's a physical example. For some people, it may be, I didn't spend enough time with my children when they were younger. I was so busy working, trying to make sure that they had things, that they had a roof over their head, that I forgot to pay attention to the little bitty things, like sitting down and watching TV together, or joking around with each other, things like that. Like the small things. You did the big things. You worked hard, you made sure that you made a good living so that they could have a good life. You put them in every possible activity. You made sure they were safe from harm. You took care of your health and their health, mentally and physically. You provided them with good spiritual guidance. But the little things you missed, and they were big things, because now your child is an adult. And they're saying, I don't remember having a movie night or a game night ever. Or something along those lines. Small things that you thought were small, you thought the big things were the most important. So I want you to focus on those things when you're journaling today. Please share with me any of your reflections that you're comfortable sharing.
Stop waiting on perfect circumstances to be happy. Choose happiness now, be grateful now, and I'll see you soon. It's time to lose the weight.